Okay, so now we are going live. Okay, so let's see.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get prepared. We're gonna do the whole charade again.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go. We're going live in three, two, and one. We're live. Hello, everyone. We're back here at Beanalog Studio, and we're here having a chat with Julian. Thank you, Julian, for being here with us, and we're
Hi,
really
everyone.
honored to have you here.
Me too.
And like I was saying, I had seen your videos, and I was very impressed, and I wanted to have you here with us so you can explain a little bit more about what you do. And can you please introduce yourself to
Thank
our
you.
followers on Facebook, please?
Yeah, my name is Julian. I'm from Stuttgart, Germany. I'm sound designer by heart, sound recordist by job, and I call myself a sound artist because I'm not a real musician. I never learned music. I understand nothing about harmonies. But what I produce is some kind of music.
Yeah.
And I play the modular, as you see here. And this is my music instrument. I created this myself over 10 years, I think, more than 10 years. I started small, like everyone, and it grew really fast.
In 10
And
years, yes.
since, yeah, and since 2 years, I am trying to downsize. A lot of people know this phenomena as well, but it's really hard. I had more rows, 2 more rows here, and this one here was everything filled up, and it was fun, but unplayable at some point. So I went the other way, back smaller, and trying to reduce, focusing on the basic and minimum stuff, and get all out there.
Yeah, I started with OP, the modular, and it's a little bit complicated. So I'm still learning. I'm on hardware right now. I'm trying to
I'm
understand
still
this.
learning as well.
Yes.
You never stop learning. It's so much.
Can you tell us a little bit of what you do at your job?
Yeah, I work for television and movie. I record fiction. I'm the sound recordist on set. I prepare the actors with hidden microphones. I'm responsible for the dialogue and noises and so on. So I'm with the crew outside and doing everything what's related to sound. I used to do sound design as well, but I stopped because I thought being on set is more healthy for me. And when I had so long studio hours, I didn't like to make music anymore, and that was really unsatisfying. Now, when I come back from work, I take some hours and play my modular, and that's my meditation to come down,
Yeah, I seen you live.
flatten the waves. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, I seen you live on the what's that? Oh, the Eurorack synthesizers group. You know, like everybody
Yeah.
shares your live streams, and they get popular. They're all jamming there on a Friday. It's cool.
Yeah. And actually, I wanted to play more live on Facebook, but I really do stereo music, and I work with rooms a lot. And Facebook Live is mono, and you hear just
Mm.
half of what I'm doing, and this sucks.
Oh,
And that's
yes.
why I don't want to do just mono music.
That is true. The quadruple, or what's it called? When you're getting the sound out of four speakers? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
not. I just do stereo only to, but you can create great rooms with stereo as well.
Oh, I didn't know about that. Um,
I
in your
like
job.
to change rooms and to morph rooms from tiny to huge to small to wide.
Have you performed live on a venue?
Yeah, I did, but not a lot yet. I couldn't control my stuff enough, and that wasn't satisfying. And I want to have my own party when I'm gigging live. And I had the impression I still ran behind my bars and couldn't catch them up. And it's really hard brain work with the modular, especially as I'm fully analog. I don't have any digital sequencers. There's nothing arranged, prepared, or similar. And I just have some 8-step sequencers and switches and joysticks and faders. And I do everything manually, improvising.
Wow.
That's what I like, and
Yes.
that's I will play live again. That's where I'm just working on make it a little bit more, a little bit better, controllable, but not losing the stuff I like. That's the
Yeah.
hard part.
Improvising is great, man. You are on the go, and it makes you feel free. I think too.
Yeah, it's uh, lots of adrenaline because I never know what happens. When I start recording, I don't know what I'm recording until I hear it or when I start playing. So the moment it plays, I know what I play and I change stuff. I know what I want to change, but I really don't know how it will sound because it's so much influence in several ways that it becomes quite unpredictable. And I don't do the harmony stuff where you got your harmonies and the melody structure works. That's not my point. I do rhythmic grooves with lots of effects, and that's right, quite surprising every time.
Yeah. I'm gonna get out a little bit of the questions, but I would like to know who are your influences, musical influences.
Used to be Kraftwerk for sure. I love them. I love electro sound, but it's too hard to play on the modular. Otherwise, I would, and I'm not good with arrangement structures. So techno is more easy with the modular. I grew up with Richie Hawtin, Jeff Mills, Juan Atkins, the whole Detroit stuff, and German DJ Hell, or
Yes.
don't know. It's a long time ago, and I don't really know many names. I always like the dark club sound or some minimal, and I used to be in the club every weekend, as many of us when we were young, and that sound, Duala, I love you. Um, that sound influenced me, and there have have been the British and American DJs.
Nice. Um, I was listening to your, I think it was your last video. You were playing a little bit of more minimal tech. The
Yeah, the
how
dubby style.
yeah. Is that a new sound for you to explore, or how long have you been producing with your machine? Or how did you get there?
I, it's mostly tempo related, actually. Slowing down the tempo, and I produced dubby minimal sounds.
Yeah, they sound really
Going
good.
a little bit faster, there comes straight into your face, deep
Yes.
and dark techno. It's just mood related, and for sure, what I have here, I've got a make noise system here. Collected over the years. Here's my Verbos and Red Panel system. They are both Buchla influenced or partly copied. And on top here, this all is just for mixing and distribution. There are filters in there, mixers, here's some faders and joysticks. Here's my beat part, and I now is just still have one kick drum and one hi-hat, and that's it for my beats. I The kick drum is a kick drum module, and the hi-hats I produce with noise and 8-step sequencers. Wait a minute, that's the wrong one. Yeah, here.
Which one? I know it's kind of an unfair question, but I would like to know which one is your favorite, because I'm pretty sure you have a baby.
No, actually not.
No,
No.
you're like, I treat them all
Well,
fairly.
I could say I love my make noise system most because that's the whole system here. Tony Rolando is a great guy, and he puts his mind on top of the booklet designs, and it's very versatile, and you get a lot of different sounds out of it. So, and it's quite complicated, and I like complicated stuff to patch up over some corners, and that's easy to do with the make noise stuff. And I love the Verbos system for the dark and rough techno sound, and the red panel is the waveform. The pure waveforms they're so raw. I began to understand the importance of the raw sound, and try to get everything out of it, manipulated, very not too strong. Getting the how's it called?
I think
Right.
sorry.
Okay.
I think shaping sound, as it is, because it's coming out, it's just the electricity, and you're like tweaking and trying to get the
Yeah,
sound, to
that's
get
the
that form.
sound design.
Yeah.
That's the sound design part, or
Yeah.
my sound design heart. I'm
Yes.
I prefer shaping sounds than programming
Wow.
stuff. I hate programming stuff. I used to come from sequencers and the MIDI stuff. Therefore, my name Midiraush,
Yeah.
because I love. I was high on MIDI back in the days. I knew everything about MIDI, and got everything out of it, making automations
Wow.
and stuff. But the programming was so boring. I didn't want to do it anymore. I just wanted to play, and with the modular, I can play. I program nothing here. I just move some faders and turn some, tweak the knobs, and there the magic happens.
Yeah,
Use
you write the
some
wave.
clock dividers.
Yes. Um, Let me see. Okay, so during quarantine, I noticed the increase of Euro modular synthesis enthusiasts. Um, what would you tell people who want to start collecting?
Start slowly. Get double the size of your case that you think you need. Always keep in mind when you buy, for example, a second oscillator, that you, of course, you can just put that second oscillator in your system, but actually there are many modules missing now, because the modules you have, you already need them for your other oscillator, and you will buy more stuff for the second voice as well. Also, many people just buy the fancy big sound modules and some filters and effects and sequences, but forget that you have to manipulate them and need a lot of modulation and attenuators, offsets, switches to make it become magic.
I started a do-it-yourself project, and I just got the mixer done, and I got intimidated.
Cool.
So it's just there at the house in the closet, but I did start it.
It's a great way.
It's
so cool. The DIY scene is so big, and there's so great stuff, and you learn. You have to learn something about electronics when going modular, because you run into power problems and you have to know your voltages. Some modules go from 0 to 5 volts, some go from 0 to 10, or -5 to +5, and when you mix them up, you have to do your math too.
I'm terrible in math. For everybody, I am terrible in math. Okay, but let's not talk about it.
What I also can tell is forget about notes and the gates. When you press your keyboard, you produce a gate and a note, and you must forget about it and make everything free and think just in volts. It's all 0, 10 to +10, -10 to +10, -5 to +5, or 0 to 10 volts, no matter if it's audio, if it's modulation, if it's trigger or gate. It's just the voltage, and with different speed, different shape, and different amplitude, but it's all the same. So you can mix it all up and you can take audio as trigger, or no matter what. So you just have to know where your waves are, how fast they are, where they are in frequency and amplitude and so on.
That's a really good advice.
Then shift all voltages around, plus, minus, and faster, slower, and that's where the modular magic happens. And using, I always advise to use as few triggers as possible, because between every trigger there happens the modulation stuff. If you trigger fast, then your modulation is quite short hearable.
Let me see if there's any questions. Let me see. Okay, no questions. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Um, I know because I seen it on Facebook that you're working on a movie set. Can you tell us about the movie or not really?
Yeah, no, it's now at the time I'm working for television producing crime series. So it's nothing fancy. But it's really good to work with great people. I love them all and like going to work and earn good money to buy wonderful modules. Yeah, it's just crime series, and I can go home in the evening instead of having to sleep in a hotel or similar.
Um, everybody loves crime sitcoms
No,
over here.
me, I don't like
No.
like
So what do you do there? Do you do just the sound? Do you add the sound later, or do you take notes,
I'm
or how does it
I'm
work?
I'm the sound recordist, chief head of department. I have my assistant, my boom operator. I tell him where to go, or better, he knows what to do. And, I see my picture from the camera, and I try to mix all my microphones and place the microphones so that the sounds like the picture looks. And I have to plant mix microphones or place them hidden at the actors and tell the people to be quiet and make everything quiet. Uh,
Yeah, follow
Take
the
carpets and
it
yeah.
it's it. Okay. Would you like to add anything else to our chat today? We're almost done.
Okay,
I'm sorry for the technical difficulties.
no
I
problem.
appreciate your time a lot because I know you're a busy person, and we it was just a pleasure to talk to you, and you know, especially because it's kind of late over there, and um, we want to have you back if you like, you know, maybe performing
Yeah,
live, you know, that would be really cool. If you're up for it, it will be super cool to have you. And
for sure. It's the only unsatisfying thing is that it's I don't know if it's mono only, because when I play mono, that's why I think I told you that I haven't been on Facebook Live anymore because it sounds so muddy shit.
you're like,
And
it sounds so
I
dull.
create rooms and you don't hear the rooms. That breaks my heart.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a solution for that. If anybody knows, tell me, please.
The important part of a Beanalog here, we're a music technology, and we're a community too, so everybody's here helping each other out. So I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna have some suggestions after this, after seeing this. So we might be messaging you soon.
Yeah,
Everybody's gonna throw something at you. Have you tried this? Have you tried all this? Well, thank you, Julian, so much for your time, and
it was my
for just,
pleasure.
you know, like being here with us, and hope to have you soon. Don't hang up, and I'm gonna say bye to our friends on Facebook. This is gonna be on our YouTube channel, so for anybody that wants to go back and watch it, I appreciate your time, everyone, and see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Let me see. Thank you, Julian. We appreciate it, and your time and everything. I don't know. We're just a little we're still learning, you know. So if you have any suggestions,
Yeah,
we're open to suggestions. And
streaming isn't easy.
no,
I
it's not.
found
No.
out as well.
No. Even I had to take some classes because, like I said, I kind of got like froze. Like I didn't know what to do because, for me, like when you're playing out there, you're kind of have the people, like the interaction. But over
Yeah.
here, I had to be like pretending that the interaction existed, and like I was super camera shy, so I took like a couple of webinars to be
Yeah.
able to do this because I was like, man, I need
Yeah, I'm
help.
camera shy as well.
Yes, yeah. So
I
you
play
see,
when I play live. I play with my back to the audience,
yeah, they
but I
love to
like
see
this.
you like this. They like to
Yeah,
see your
so
face, so it's very
that's
important.
Russian.
Yeah, they're getting demanding, because all the
My
TikToks and all of that stuff, people are a personality. So
the
I
problem is
don't know.
the yeah, that's really true. I
Yeah,
still don't know how to do because my modular is so big. I like
yeah,
it to be big, and I like to play standing.
yeah.
And if my face is to the audience, just see my modular from
It
behind, or I have to play
I
to the
think
side.
the trick is gonna be like two cameras. You're gonna have to have somebody helping you out, going back and forth, or having one of those podcasts. I don't know. Roland came out with something that you just switch scenes. You know what I mean? It's like a
Yeah,
little board.
yeah, yeah,
And just
yeah,
change scenes. But I haven't gotten that adventurous. I'm barely like trying to
yeah.
manage one.
That's I'm thinking about this as well, but my computer is too old to manage this stuff. I really got rid of everything digital, and only have an old computer here.
I know. Well, thank you so much. Let's speak later so we can do probably something live or figure something out. And I don't know. We also do meetups until I don't figure a way of maybe like you being present there through the computer. I don't know. I was thinking that people will love to see you and you would like to see the crowd that we have because they're full of
Yeah.
love and they want to learn, and like we need mentoring. So it will be cool to have you around and keep in touch. Okay, well,
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
gonna get out of your hair and have a good night, and we appreciate you and talk to you soon. Okay, I'm gonna
Thank you.
no, thank you. Talk to you soon.
Oh,
Bye bye.
yeah.